We are going live. You guys can just banter as you like.
Okay, well, I mean...
I mean, the banter's kind of like already happened.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean, no. Continue.
Well, no,
there was the config issue, which half our team just stopped doing anything on first.
Dude, that's what we were talking about on first. It was like... I don't know, man.
Half our team just stopped doing stuff. They weren't in position when the game started, and everyone was yelling at everyone else. They're like, no, we're actually doing this. We're not restarting because the config was wrong.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man.
I hope the broadcast, the Dolphins broadcast, didn't go beyond me at all on the first round. I made so many mistakes. I picked up the sentry on last, just randomly out of the blue, just accidentally right-clicked on it. I got killed by my own rocket by Joey, who reflected it back to me.
I hate when that happens.
I let the gun die in stupid situations. It's I guess it's what happens after like a year gone from the game.
I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna even go back to watch the VOD. It was kind of painful.
Yeah, but yeah, the scrims were painful the entire week, and I'm just glad it's kind of over.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this season. I think we can get our shit together.
This season is going to be interesting, especially with that one team, the pub team, as they're called. Yeah. They lost their game, and they might die. So,
I mean, yeah.
You know, they were already teetering on the edge, and them losing to a team that they thought they were going to win to.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay, doke. I think I got everything set up, and I think we're definitely live. We have people.
Okay.
We are live. I can see it.
We are live.
Hey.
We are live. Okay, doke. And I guess it is time to start this. Welcome everybody to the Engineer.tf first ever post-game show. Today we have me as Mothership here as our host. My co-host for tonight is Hammock. Say hello, Hammock.
It's nearly 4 a.m.
And then tonight we have our interviewees, the engineers from tonight's RGL cast, Lasky from Pop Your Pipes, and Necto from the Order of the White Lotus. So I guess starting off, I guess we'll start with Lasky, since unfortunately you guys' team lost tonight. How did things go, man? Like, you guys were so close at so many points, and then it just kind of never connected.
Well, a lot of the times, whenever we had things really, really close, comms sounded a lot like 50 people screaming the dictionary at the top of their lungs very quickly. So what would end up happening is we would try and go for a fast push, wipe, go for a fast push again, wipe, go for a fast push again, wipe. And while each of those pushes could have worked, I think that like a lot of the times actually in the push, focuses would be called on multiple players, which kind of defeats the purpose. So we never really got those picks to support our cart.
Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate, because I know you guys, looking at my little cheat sheet of notes here, you guys pushed last in 4 minutes and 30 seconds, which is pretty good considering everything that happened, but you guys just kept failing those pushes on last to the point where like your time went from 4:30 to 9:59 after catching last on that first round. Yeah, and then how about you, Necto? Because I know you guys won tonight, so yay that.
It was a rough week in the entire week. None of the scrims it really worked out in our favor. We kept making the same mistakes over and over again. I'm happy that we finally got it together in the pregame and during the match. But I can't complain. We won, so.
How are the comms when Michael A picked the medic twice in a row?
The first time we... Oh, yeah.
Are you asking me or him? Because...
Just, I mean both. What's perspective of everyone screaming because it happened twice?
We weren't screaming at that point. We were just disappointed in ourselves. The first time it happened, I was like, yeah, that's what Micah does. He just gets in for a cheeky med drop on first every time. But the second time it happened, I don't even know. I was already out. Like, as soon as that happened, I'm just, this is how it is.
Yeah, we were pretty excited. I mean, something you don't really expect to happen over and over again. He announced that he was going to do it every time he did it. Yeah, he was debating whether to go for the medic or demo or soldier. But I mean, we didn't really freak out whenever he did it. And we kind of during the first round, we were actually freaking out more because our med just kept getting kill after kill.
Oh, he was fragging.
Yeah, he was fragging. He got 5 kills in the first round alone. So we were more impressed by him. He got out. Michael Ale got outshined by DZ Creeper. Although he did get some important drops there.
I think he got a lot of kills, especially trying to push Cart on that first half.
In
there. Like he just
kept second half, he just kept the scout and soldier off tunnel for so long that their team spawn trapped us, but the Cart was almost on first still, which was fantastic. It gave us so much time to set up on third.
Mm-hmm. That's the second half, you said?
The second half, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the second half, we weren't able to get on Cart at all because they just had like 2 players there that hold better than we push. And that's been a chronic problem in scrims that we've had, is that our combo will have done a really good hill push, and then they'll go and push even further, but like their soldier and scout and spy are just sitting in tunnel vibing, so it doesn't really work out.
Yeah, because I was in the cast just sitting there watching, going, oh, you know, they have second down. Just gotta push that cart. Just gotta push that cart. Just gotta push that cart.
It kind of put us in a predicament because we were debating whether to try to go back in and risk a third hold or just take it passive and try to play for the third hold or a better third hold. And we just stood there for like a minute and a half debating what to do because it didn't really happen in scrims. It doesn't really happen that the people in tunnel hold it down so well that, you know, second is held indefinitely. It's not a common occurrence, so you don't really plan for it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think you guys actually wound up pushing forward at that point, yeah? And getting the Uber exchange going.
Yeah, they did get the Uber exchange to give some people who dropped on second time to respawn again to position. Unfortunately, Civ didn't get back in time, so we didn't have U-turn control early enough, so we kind of got forced out of third earlier than what we wanted.
Mm-hmm. So that whole bit was really strange to watch from the cast perspective, for sure.
It was a really weird thing to experience.
I mean, in the end, it kind of worked out because you guys did wind up actually getting a decent third hold going, like right after that, which was actually quite surprising because I'm expecting you guys to kind of basically just fall back, especially with Civ being down, and basically just having them push forward all the way. But just because of how long it takes to push that cart,
it's my influence because they don't do that. Giraffe is very traditional when he plays. If we're down 2, just abandon third and get a good last hold. But third to me, whenever through playing the 10 seasons in Highlander, has always been so good that you have to Uber into the center. You have to have all these people in the right positions. If you're down certain players, it's really difficult to get the cart. The cart can roll back, like it happened to us like 3 or 4 times, wasting 10-15 seconds. So I was really against leaving third at all, unless it's a total loss situation, like we're down 5. And that's normally what we did for both halves. Whenever we were down 5, that's when I got out.
Yeah, third, if I had to say anything, if there's any points like that was really stuck out in the cast tonight, it was third. Just because like you guys kept rolling through on like the first push, but like on defense, it was like, what was up with that last year? Your team like didn't even contest the cart and they just kind of snuck it up, and you guys basically backed out with like no people down and full Uber.
I don't know. I don't know. I was busy like looking for spy, watching, like keeping my gun healed from demo spam, you know, stuff like that. I really don't know what was going on cart. Whenever I saw cart, I shot it, but again, not a whole lot you can do in that situation unless like somebody actually bombs it to get them off so your gun can see them.
Yeah, your entire team was playing super passive. Like they're all in drop down, and then the captain, they're like, oh, I guess they're backing out now. At least that's what it seemed like to me. I'm not sure about you, Hammock, but that was very strange. And especially like on that second half when Necto, you guys were pushing up and kept falling down, like it looked like no one else on your team last year was really like contesting that cart except for your demo.
No, it's their ideas that's job of the scout and the engineer, maybe the pyro sometimes. There was so many times that we just needed it to be touched, or we had forwards and trapped off, and we essentially had third, but nobody pushed the cart, so we lost it when they repushed. It's kind of frustrating, to be honest, but what can you do about it?
Yeah, that unfortunately.
You can push the cart.
The spam prevents that sometimes, or the
absolutely.
attack by soldier.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
It's actually a pretty good transition in my mind to that wonderful last push there on the last round with the med drop with the stickies. What was up with that?
Med drop with stickies.
I didn't see it.
So on the cast, your soldier hit stickies with a rocket, splashing them, and they went towards the med. And then and your med died.
Yeah, no, I heard that. I didn't see it. Our combo was angry, and that was about it. I don't know why he shot the stickies with a rocket launcher, shooting them into our medic, but shit happens. Quite frankly, while we might have gotten that half, it's hard to say who would have actually won. So I wouldn't pin that loss solely on that instance, because again, there are things that could have been improved in the first half. If we played in the first half like we did in the second half, bar the med drop to stickies, we would have won. If we played like we did in the second half whenever we scrimmed K and D, we would have rolled. Like it's just, we need to develop consistency as a team overall, I think. So
for sure. I think one thing I can transition to here, that as I'm trying to jump around different points on my notes here, how was Michael there, Lasky?
Where?
Like everywhere, because watching him play, besides, like we already mentioned, like the two med drops he had at the beginning on first, but like I remember once you guys backed out a third in the last, and we're just on the Mike LA cam on the stream, and we're just like, oh, there's Lasky, there's Mike LA. I wonder what's about to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So, my team is our third holds are an anomaly, because it looks like there's no way we hold it, and then we find a way to do. It looks like we should absolutely hold it. We find a way to lose it. But I was just going to go through my normal getting out of third routine, So I put gun and tiles, peeking window, telly down, drop down dispenser, then I pull gun. But Michael Lele was just there. I don't know. Like, Michael Lele will do what Michael Lele will do.
And no one really backed out with you, so it seemed.
Well, I mean, we ended up holding.
Everyone else was like, "We're going to hold this point and probably die."
Yeah, but that's engineer life right there. He's normally left alone to his own misery.
Well, yeah, it's like, go ahead.
Well, like, whenever you pull back, you're pretty much alone 90% of the time, because you're just an engineer. What's important about you? It's about getting the forward to hold, and it maybe dropping their medic, or doing something with the combo, or respect is given.
Well, I mean, it's like all of the cues told me we're getting out of that point. Half of our combo was down. I think we had some flankers down, and our sniper was down. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start getting past. And then I think another couple of people go down right as we get spawns, and so I just decide to pull out fully. And then all of a sudden, those spawners just start fragging, and we hold the point. And I'm now sitting in tiles thinking, oh, well, I guess I'll just heal my gun and bring it back up. Michael Lele appears out of nowhere, and hilarity ensues.
Yeah. It's like Engineer kind of has to follow the book, because he has to plan 20 or 30 seconds ahead in advance. But then everyone else is just like, well, we're going to carry on doing as they go. And you're like, oh, great, okay. I guess I'm glad we still have the point, but oh no, there's a guy.
There's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere it's just a bunch of people just come out of nowhere and like, well, I'm just bury this engineer in a hole.
No, that definitely happened quite a few times. And actually, one thing, kind of transitioning as I continue to jump around on the points, one thing I was kind of interested in is kind of you guys' defense mentalities, and what you guys are kind of doing. Lasky, I know you're kind of just sticking with the default, like I think you're running Jag and Rescue Ranger, pretty much all defense?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would switch between Stock and Jag depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm. But you mainly just ran Rescue Ranger, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing different than Necto, I know you did. Seeing
I never run Rescue Ranger.
Yeah, you were running Panic Attack, I think, when you were doing
Panic Attack. For that quick switch to, if you see the spy. I've died too many times by the trying to wrangle the spy and take damage from the rocket, and then just two shots me. So I just use the panic attack, switch instantly. I can get 2 meat shots on him, and then save the sentry if it's not getting spammed by rockets. That's why I don't use the Rescue Ranger.
Okay, no, that makes sense, because I know that's one thing that a lot of people have been starting to experiment with and invite. Like X has been talking about that, like running panic attack and shotgun. I'm a proponent of running Frontier Justice just because I'm more of a hard tank the sentry and then come in with post crits type of deal. And then I hate the panic attack personally because I think it's terrible. That's just me though.
Well,
I think panic attack is great.
Yeah, it does more damage than the regular shotgun at close range, so I play almost exclusively, I hug the people I'm trying to kill. So having those extra pellets and the extra damage can make a difference between me dying and the person I'm trying to kill dying. It's pointing
You
out
also
the
get to
panic
switch
attack.
back to your wrench a little bit faster to try and repair a gun.
Pointing out the panic attack, like their spy never killed me the entire game. He never even got a sap off. He maybe got 1 sap off the entire game. Because just switching and getting those 2 shots is a big thing. We were pre-gaming Evil, and the same thing with him. He just couldn't counter the quick switch panic attack.
Okay, that's pretty cool actually. I haven't played Real Engineer in 3 seasons, so this whole new meta change is definitely very interesting for me.
Well, I haven't played in over a year.
It's quite nice, especially if you don't necessarily have the best steady. Because as the spread gets bigger and bigger as you keep shooting, a miss will turn into, at least I did 10 damage.
There's still kind of a miss, though.
That might be,
they can potentially die.
Any meta. I've used the panic attack before. It's always one of those weapons that I've used on and off throughout a while. I didn't know if it's a new meta thing. I haven't played TF2 in over a year. I just got forced back.
Has it really been that long?
Yep.
Damn.
I mean, Necto, you subbed. You were the NG sub on my team in season 4.
Yes,
and you got semi-regular playtime.
Yeah, but no matches, and
Yeah,
scrims were pretty chaotic. I didn't.
that team was chaotic in general.
Oh yeah.
It was a fun season though. Anyway,
So here's my question then, and on the same subject of panic attack. Do you prefer the current panic attack or do you prefer the pre-balance one?
I don't remember the pre-balance. What was the pre-balance?
Pre-balance one was great. It was like hit scan beggars bazooka. You just load up 4 shots.
Oh,
and you go bang, 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 bang. And if you were low health, you shoot faster. So you'd load up 4 shots.
But didn't you shoot faster with worse accuracy?
yes.
Yeah, you shoot faster the lower your health you are and with worse accuracy, with more spread. So what it'd do is you'd load up 4 shots, and if you go to try and pick a medic and then everyone just shoots you and you can only get 1 shot off. If you load up 4 shots and walk towards the medic and get hit by a rocket or something, suddenly you're 20 HP, you then just sneeze on the medic and go, bah, 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 and the medic drops.
Is that the scientific term?
Yeah. You just walk up to the medic and everyone just ignores you because you're an NG. It's like, what's the engineer can do? And you're like, ah! And it's like the medic is dead, and it's just like, oh.
No, I don't know. I really, really like running shotgun on payload maps that aren't named upward. And, well, I guess I run Rescue Ranger on some points of Swift, but the thing about it is, whenever I run shotgun or Frontier Justice, my brain goes 8 mode and I want to fight. And so I'll just end up not having any survivability on defense, which is, kind of important. And in addition, it does make it a lot easier to, get stuff out. It's getting out from first to second. There's no metal on second, so I tend to pull dispenser and then get my gun up a lot faster than I would if I got my gun out and then slowly tried to get dispenser up and build up metal. So I think that Ranger is just really good for in making sure that you have what you need when you need it.
One thing I want to add, another reason I don't use the Rescue Ranger is because every time we would pull back from first to second, I would always get bombed with the medic, and I would be the victim. The med may escape most of the time, but now I'm dead for second hold, so you have to hold it passive. Because the midi crits.
I mean, that is true.
Or if the scout sneezes on you, you're now down 50 health. And Like, you're already down some health.
You get hit
because
by
of
a
the Uber
guillotine
exchange.
and you suddenly just start bleeding, hemorrhaging.
So I'm not a fan of the Rescue Ranger anymore, especially after the repair rate was nerfed a while back from 100 to 80, I think.
Yeah.
It's 100 to 80.
Yeah, it repairs
It went
less.
from 75 to 60, I think.
I think I know.
I don't
I think
remember
it's
it.
right now. I think I think it repairs 60.
It's at 60.
right now. So
Yeah.
Well,
it's even worse
it's
than what you're saying.
significantly lower now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's just different play styles, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Like,
It's also
yeah,
like
absolutely.
it's also like the thing before of like engineer has to plan a few like 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds in advance. Like Rescue Ranger helps with that a lot. It's like, okay, we need to back out. Just take your building with you and then set up on the next point. But you trade that with being more vulnerable if you're caught out on your own. So if you have like panic attack or shotgun, you can kind of like you lose out on the ability to yeet a building away from first point, but you also gain the ability to potentially fight someone unless they're Michael on last.
I'm just
In
saying.
which all bets are off, basically.
Well, I mean, Michael on last is Michael is a chaotic creature, but he I would say on Spy he's definitely chaotic evil. You have no idea where he is, and he will do the dumbest things and humiliate you. But regardless, normally I actually hit my ranger shots pretty well. I had terrible ranger aim tonight for some reason, but most of the time I'm actually able to DM with it pretty well. And I mean, at mid range it does 40, so it's about the same as a
strong
shoddy.
damage.
Yeah, no, anything that lets you like 3-shot a scout from like mid long range is definitely good, as long as you can track them. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I think the issue is, I think if you weren't playing against Michael LA, I think you'd have been fine with it. It's just like there was times that Michael LA was just in places, and I was just like, "Why are you there?" And then he just got stabs off. So we're like, "Oh, okay."
But that's the sign of a good spy, is not being predictable. It certainly did a lot better than Proton, who kind of went for the dead ring of Spicicle strat. As a result, went for stabs and lost the Spicicle because of the pyro. And also tried to revolver down the medic, and the medic survived because he took the health pack.
Yeah, that was unfortunate to watch. So
Yeah.
that was, what was that, Necto? Your med got cut out on first after you guys like were trying to cap second, and Proton was going for him and almost got him, but he went like he was on tracks and he went all the way around the spy, grabbed the pack, and then a heavy came in and finished him off. It was quite a sad experience to watch. He beefed that one really hard.
Yeah, it was like watching certain types of spy players who are like, I'm going to be really helpful, and then try and spawn camp with like L'Etranger, Spy School, Deadringer, and then they're just not really doing anything and missing out.
But you know, the beefing happens. There's not a lot you can do about it when it happens. I guess one thing we can move on to, since we're still talking kind of about defense and Rescue Rangers and stuff. So I think it's the second half, or I think both games, you were kind of just Rescue Ranging out the dispenser compared to the sentry when you were backing out at first, Lasky.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things you did, especially in the second half, you pulled out the dispenser and then put it underneath the platform. Whatever, what is that? I forget what that's called. At porch.
That's platform.
The platform. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you just put in the normal spot?
I don't know. I tend to mix it up depending on like how strong my team getting out of first was. Like that's my normal default spot. I'll put it up next to the rock if it's like a good getting out and they're able to play slightly forward on hill, and then I'll put it all the way back on porch if like they're not doing too hot. But I really wasn't paying attention to the situation. Like our med just dropped. I figured that everybody instantly got out, but we ended up feeding like 4 players, and so I just put it in my default spot thinking that I would have the rest of my players back, but that is not what happened.
Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate. And then let's see. Well, I'm trying to take notes, and it's one of those, I think in hindsight I probably should have asked for STV, because the cast was so chaotic just watching things happen in real time. And it is actually, I kind of realize this in hindsight, it actually really is hard to spec Highlander.
Yeah.
Like, it is increasingly difficult.
This is why you just got to focus on like 3 players: the demo, sniper, and like soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, scout, depending on the map.
I would say maybe. I would almost say spy, just because it's a pick class and you have those moments. But
Well, I would think that they would have like you know, I would wish that they would have like one of their team members in the game. So he just saw that the spy got a med pick, so he communicates that back to the broadcaster or the cameraman, and he can switch it so the viewers can see that happen in the game. Like, I wish they would do something like that, like just have somebody in spec watching the game and giving like the big picks or big plays that occur, so it can actually be seen in the cast.
yeah, because I think right now it's basically just one person on camera kind of just jumping around or switching to different perspectives as needed, and that's all Dolphin. I mean, Dolphin does a really good job. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's almost one of those. If you had like 3 different people specking different angles, and had like just you could jump from one person to the next, that would be honestly like
Just
top
like
tier.
in a separate channel, just like calming as hard as the teams are.
Exactly.
I don't know that you were being very nice to Dolphin though. I think you're being kind of rude.
No, please. I'm not. I don't mean that. Don't let Dolphin here. He's gonna come after us.
Uh-oh.
The blinking is coming for us. The blinking. I think one other thing I definitely want to point out before we kind of break down into stuff is kind of one thing I saw you do last game. I think on last is you did come in with the Frontier Justice crits. I think at some point.
Yeah, that was so hype.
We only got to see it for like a couple seconds, but
I did
So it's
okay.
Spooky.
I got a heavy pick and then I got some damage out, but I really didn't do much. I only had 2 crits, so I ended up getting a 3rd one, but then I got sniped. So like shit happens.
Sniper exists, Highlander. It's a big
Yes.
It's a big oof moment.
If you wanted to sum up Highlander in 2 words, sniper exists.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sniper exists, and if you don't try very hard, they're gonna keep on existing.
Well, I mean, your sniper exists too. He could just make him not exist. It's a very big brain strategy.
Just got to build a dispenser right in front of him.
Well, no, actually, one of my favorite things to do regarding my sniper is I like to, like on Steel, I don't do this anymore because Markers doesn't like to do it. But on Steel, when the gates open, sitting him inside the wrangled sentry gun to kill the enemy sniper. It's pretty funny.
Wait, which point?
Opening, like on Steel, whenever the gates open and you're on offense.
Oh, so like on after you cap first. Okay.
No. Just right as the gates open. If you put him in the B spawn exit inside a wrangled sentry gun, he can peek like the little pixel crack peek that the enemy sniper's looking at.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. So I'm thinking like you're already pushing out and stuff. Okay, no, I see what you mean.
Yeah, no. It's funny, but it's not really the best way for both classes to play that point.
I mean, you can always just leave it there, wrangled, and then just walk off the first to cap.
Well, I actually do run Eureka effect on Steel, so I'm usually doing other things.
Okay, yeah. That would
Go for the sneaky flank.
Very sneaky. Everyone does it. So sneaky. Anyway,
if everyone does. When I played Eureka, no one played.
We're chasing rabbits here. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I mean, the structure for the interviews are kind of more casual. Like I'm gonna be honest. I was half tempted to name the interview show just like the bar or something.
Bar.
Like get alcohol and be like, okay, guys, this post game show. Let's do this. Everyone take a shot.
I do not have alcohol in my residence, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
That would be epic. Except there's probably my fucking alarm clock just went off.
Still Michael, he's in.
Oh no.
Okay, time to
He's
have
come to finish the
OBS.
job.
I'm just gonna turn on my webcam and have OBS on my second monitor. He can't sneak up on me like that.
There you go.
True.
That's the solution. I guess one thing
Saps
to kind of close up before we kind of move on to chaos round / interview question, or I should say audience questions, which I don't think we have any, which is kind of weird. But I guess what was, as far as for both of you, we can start with Necto since Lasky's been talking for a little while. What was your favorite moment of tonight's game, and then what was probably your least favorite moment?
So my favorite moment was just all the times I just caught the Jets out. just trying to backstab me or trying to jump on the sentry. Every time he tried anything against me, as spy, he just failed. He died. I was actually worried he might report me for something because I was just on point during the entire game. My least favorite was third. Just getting over and over, getting that cart up the final ramp, seeing it go flat, and I'm like, oh, thank God, it's over. The struggle is over, and then it just rolls backwards. Still, it was so frustrating to see that over and over. We lost like 3 minutes just trying to get it up that tiny, like a millimeter farther forward. It was frustrating beyond belief.
Yeah, no, it looked like it was up on that last time, and we're like, oh shoot, they get it up now. And then it just started rolling back.
And it just rolls back. I'm looking, I'm dead, I see this thing just roll back into my dead cam, and I'm just wondering to myself, like, what's going on? I even commented in chat, like, it was just frustrating.
I want to be honest, everyone complains about, okay, he gets stuck in tunnel, or he gets all the sticky spots and upward, but I think, honestly, the most bugged thing on that map is pushing up that last ramp. Like, for whatever reason, it's just really cursed, where you're like, oh, it's up, the cart looks flat, it's no longer, aiming down, and you even push forward a little bit more just in case, and it still rolls back. It's like, it doesn't make sense. I don't think when they put that map together, they actually, like, lined it up properly. So I guess, even if it's flat, it still rolls back. Yes. I know if you do it just right, with, like, the enemy team touching it, the cart will flip. Like...
It did flip during our match.
Oh, it did? Oh.
Yes, it did flip during our match. I was running towards it, and I just saw it do a barrel roll, and I'm like, that's... And it rolled back again, and I'm just sitting here staring at the car like, what the hell are you doing to me? Why are you taking years off my life for literally 30 seconds?
Man, third is just the best point.
Their medic was Ubered, just crouched on the cart, and I'm just staring into the red of his Ubered eyes, or whatever color it is. And he leaves it. I'm like, oh god, it's finally over. It goes flat, and I die, and it rolls back. And oh my god, it's just frustrating thinking about it.
That is
so much time was just wasted on that. And like, I didn't put up like a dispenser because we're gonna cap it in 10 seconds. There's no point wasting a dispenser on third to help our demo. We're gonna cap it in 5 seconds, and just frustrating.
'Tis the life of an NG main.
Absolutely. NG main on offense.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the NG main on defense wondering, should I move up or should I still stay on last? Then you're baiting that to yourself. So both engineers are suffering at the same time.
You're assuming that I have inner thought.
So how about you, Lasky? How about your favorite and then your least favorite?
I think my favorite moment of the game was first half on last. Michael Lele, in classic fashion, appeared out of nowhere and sat my gun while I was rebuilding dispenser. And so I walk out of spawn, he's standing on my tele entrance, and tries to jump over my head and trick stab me, and I just fucking knock him with my wrench.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. That was on the cast.
That was a pretty epic thing. My least favorite moment was most of it. Just like, okay. The first half, our comms were just chaos, and right at the beginning of the second half, what the pause was. Actually, Necto, I have a question for you.
Sure.
We're in the same mumble. Do you guys get like really, really big? Have you guys been getting bitrate issues?
No, we have not been.
Okay, so it's literally just our team getting bitrate issues.
Yeah, we were confused when you switched mumbles because.
Yeah, no, we actually went to our Discord.
Yeah.
So my least favorite moment was just how cluttered and chaotic our comms were, and it got to the point where it destroyed the bitrate of the channel itself, and. We that's what the pause was about, was we were switching from Mumble to Discord. So that was not a fun time to be alive.
We saw you like doing, you paused it and we're debating, oh my god, is Jess going sniper, is Tacos going soldier, and Freelander going demo? Like, we were just debating what was going on until we just start seeing you all leave Mumble.
As much as I would love to see Jets on sniper, Markers is also a very, very good sniper. And if Jets played sniper, we wouldn't really have a place for him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It just we're debating maybe like your team gave up a little, or your spy was spy crabbing on the cart on defense. It was all weird. We were debating what was going on.
Yeah, no. Little did you know, actually, at the point whenever we paused, we all left Mumble. The game was over. We decided that we can't lose if we don't play. That was the strategy. I don't think it worked out. We didn't really stick to it, so that'll be debated for centuries to come as to whether or not we could have won that match by not playing.
That's funny. We win by not playing.
I know Fallen Lord had the brilliant realization that he can't lose if he kills everyone. Just opened all of our eyes. Like
that's kind of what Denny did in the first half, or in the pregame against us.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Your eyes and open their skulls.
Like he was just perfect. He hit every shot on every important class of ours.
Damn, that's
like,
pretty bad.
Like the top deaths to sniper in the server were our demo medic sniper and then me. It's like it's rough.
Yeah, that's really rough. Especially with Upward and how sniper centric it is.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not pushing any point unless the sniper is dead.
Yeah.
The only person who doesn't follow that philosophy, in my experience, is Arts. Is the sniper alive? Oh yeah, I'm going into him, like straight walk into him. Don't respect the sniper ever. That's his motto.
I think I remember I had a conversation with Ars about like a year ago about that. And he said, yeah, I peek the sniper all the time, and if you peek him right, he won't kill you. I'm just I mean
it's a power move.
It is a power move, but it's also
he's got to look him right in the eye and he's like, oh shit, no.
That's also why he got 5-minute defense times on CP Steel, because he kept peeking the sniper in stupid spots.
Well, I mean, it's I don't want to just sit here and flame Arts because he's a good player.
It's all about flaming Arts.
But flaming Arts. But no, he's a good player.
Oh,
but
yeah, absolutely.
I don't think I agree with his philosophy about sniper.
He wanted me to play Invite for the original RGL Apollo Dash. And I played the silver season, the one where we got first place and Shay was banned, then unbanned. And I argued with him after every single scrim, after every match, that he would be forward. Like, the gates are open, he's probably already behind their spawn. Like, somehow glitched out of bounds, that's how far forward he was.
That's pretty epic.
Time.
Pretty shad.
I mean, go ahead.
Not to insult him, but like it was so frustrating playing with him. So, like, I love the guy, but I don't know if I'll ever play on a team with him again if he's demo.
Have you seen
Pyro? Sure.
What is that? There was a Twitch clip. I'm not sure if it was of Arts, but it was basically this conversation here, and it was him going, "I've come to a realization, guys. I shouldn't peek the sniper." And it was
it was on
oh my God.
It was a product, yeah. What was that? Was that Arts? I'm not sure if you guys saw that.
I think it was Arts, but I can't remember who the sniper was.
I don't remember. It was such a weird. It was a weird Twitch clip off someone's comms.
Yeah, and everyone was just like, "Wait, what? You didn't know?"
I would be amazed if if he learned maybe. Well, let's get back to this match. Let's stop talking about Arts.
Welcome to the Arts podcast.
I don't want to burn all my bridges yet.
Oh, it's on the title.
This is the Engineer.tf. We're talking about Arts. Go away.
He's affected more engineers negatively emotionally than any other demo.
I played on the
He's
team
not affected
with
me.
Arts. Like he went on the EU team where it was like playing a scout, and it was like he just went in. He didn't get many kills, but he went in, and I like the effort.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the Taco style of gameplay.
I'm a big fan of demos that hold W. I won't lie. Like,
I like it, but I don't like demos that hold W and then die.
Would you really like it if he holds W on second CP steal when the gate opens on defense?
Yes.
Like he's literally like at the red circle, just trying to spam and spawn, just trying to get a pick or something. Well,
Dude, that's the way to go.
I don't know. I need for my emotional health here. I think I need to stop talking about arts because it's Vietnam flashbacks right now. It's like I had nightmares about this. Like, oh my god, we're going into a match. We need to get a 4-minute time on upward, or else we're going to lose. Like, I didn't sleep for days before the match, and then after the match, I'm not sleeping because how did we win? How did we do that? Ugh.
Dude, I don't know, man. Yeah.
Like, can we move on, please?
No. Let's keep talking about it. This is the content they came here for.
I guess another question I can ask, since I guess
ask another question, please.
As far as other things go, I mean, would you guys change anything about how you guys played? And I don't mean like your team, because we can sit here and hem and haw about that. But I mean more like specifically about how you played, because I mean we have to focus on engineers, right? This is Engineer.tf after all.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll start with Lasky because we went Necto first last time.
I would definitely, especially in the first half. I think in the second half I played a lot better, but still not to the point, the caliber that I want to play, and that I have played. I think I would rely less on comms to know what's going on. I need to be more consistent about also using what's just right in front of my fucking face, because there were a lot of times in the first half that I would die to something that absolutely I should have died there. But the indication that I should have died there was in front of my face instead of in comms, and I was sitting there trying to decipher comms more than I was sitting there trying to like focus on what was going on in front of my face. So I definitely would have been more aware of the game state and hit my shots. Like, you can always improve accuracy.
Yeah, no, that's something I definitely tell all my mentees, like the shooting thing. That's like you can always improve. Like unless you end up like as Ender and never missing shots, then until you're at that point, like you can keep practicing. Like there's never a time to stop practicing.
A quick way you can do that is just constantly be pressing tab and checking a scoreboard all the time to see who's up and who's down. And also go onto the Mumble and just local mute everybody who isn't the main caller.
That would work. Work.
They don't matter. Their comms are trash.
Who would I not local mute then?
Depends who your main caller is.
I don't know. You tell me.
It probably might be your demo or...
It is tacos. It's just our comms are fucking cluttered.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, that's kind of just a team thing. This is the first match of the season, so...
That will put demo on priority speaker.
I think that we could be a really, really good upward team if we just get our comms together.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I really do think you guys could do well. Especially since you guys took that round off K&D. Was it last night or the night before? During
night before.
The night before, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys definitely have the ability to do it. It's just taking advantage of and staying on point. Which, unfortunately, like I said, with the first half, like if everything came down to the last push, and you guys just wiped after holding upper, and then wiped again, and then that kept happening. And the last push on the second half was literally just your med dying. If you guys just kept that med alive, you would have been fine, probably, or you would have had a chance. Would be a better way to phrase it.
I think if we'd have kept our med alive, we would have gotten it.
Yeah, like you guys were in the position to do it for sure. It was kind of close though. Like I know me and Hammock were talking about it. Like you guys hadn't capped third yet. And you guys had 2.5 minutes still to go. But then I think you guys wound up wiping their team or something like that. So you guys definitely had the positioning to do it until my guy got a stab in your scout and then became a little bit more okay. Let's see.
Yeah, no, like my team is really good at getting incredibly clutch kills, but we're not very good at actually using those incredibly clutch kills.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand that feeling. So kind of moving on here to Necto. How about you, sir? How would you have improved? Nice.
Personally or as a team?
Personally. As engineer.
Personally, I would have my rollouts out of like third and to last. I never played the way that you put a dispenser in stairs or tiles with a teleporter. I never played that ever in my life. Always the dispenser on last. So I lost my gun a few times just putting it somewhere and then going back to build a dispenser. It kind of confused me. I wish I could have practiced that more.
Mhm.
It's like speed running.
Yeah, it essentially is. There's rollouts, then yeah. I don't know what it's called when you're pulling out, the technical term for it, but
Pulling out.
There's two phases of engineer play. You are rolling out with the opening time, and then you're just leaving. There's only two existences there, so.
World record dispenser to level 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would have practiced getting out of the third to last much more because it was very sloppy. I think you saw like our team was just all over the place, and the spam on the gun was all over the place. It didn't make me comfortable. I like having stuff in control, and everything was just so chaotic on last that I couldn't really, like.
Oh yeah, especially that first half,
manage it
especially
mentally.
like if there was ever a word to describe that last fight, it would be chaos. 100%.
Hammock, I saw that. I see that comment. You are smart, but you are not smart.
That's what we
Dude,
need.
imagine
Ender
if
pearls.
NG had ender pearls. Oh, that was so good.
New weapon concept?
Yeah.
Weapon concept.
Ender pearl, MLG bucket on the landing.
Well, that's what they're gonna turn the Southern Hospitality into. It's gonna be a throwable item.
The downside is you can't build anything. I don't know.
Until you pick it up. Yep.
Australian weapons are actually like Australian wrench is actually just like a golden durability in Minecraft, so you get to upgrade your buildings really quickly, but then the wrench breaks and you've got no fucking wrench now.
It breaks and it has to like recharge.
Yeah.
It's like a Razorback. You get 8 hits.
Okay, let's not give the invite players more ideas.
Oh.
They've already nerfed.
I want to make an engineer montage now where the HUD falls away and suddenly the Minecraft like hotbar HUD appears. Oh,
That's good.
So good.
Isn't there already a Minecraft HUD for TF2? I could have sworn that would be a thing.
If there
That would be
isn't,
great.
if there isn't, I know people. I could get it.
There isn't really enough like information the game gives you to make like really well developed HUDs. Because I remember ages ago when custom HUDs were like becoming popular, I was like, man, I just want a HUD that's just as complicated as possible. I want a StarCraft HUD. Just give me all the information on my screen at once. But you can't really do that. Thankfully, there's like the
StarCraft
call out box for like the closed captions, which are pretty nice. But that's about it.
Yeah, there
Or, like,
actually
the
isn't
last
really a
damage you've
lot
dealt.
for TF2 HUDs. I mean, there's more now because they have like at the top of the screen the players like alive on both teams. And
Yeah.
That's very helpful. But
Yeah, you don't
Do
have
you
to
do
press
you
tab
use the
anymore.
custom HUD, Lasky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never used the custom HUD or really changed any of my settings, so it's all alien to me. This discussion currently.
Yeah, I didn't use a custom HUD for like ages. It was only like maybe like a year or so before I like stopped playing like Highlander, where I like used a couple custom HUDs just because I was like, why am I gonna get a HUD when in like fucking a couple months when an update comes out it's gonna break? And I'm like, updates.
No,
Imagine an update is breaking your HUD. HUDs
Just
never
updates.
break if there's never updates.
yeah, like that's my strat right now.
Yeah,
still
but I was
remember
using Wait. I was
there
using
was
Wait
a-
HUD for a while because it doesn't actually break. All you have to do is like click on like the VPK file and it just updates itself.
Oh, I know what HUD you're talking about. There was a few like that. I know
Yeah,
back in the day
modular
though,
ones.
like what was it? There was a TF2 update that like literally caused you lag because what was it? It was the when you do damage and it like flashes a color on your crosshair.
Yeah.
Like there was a TF2 update that made it so like the damage you do and with that color changing for some reason caused lag in TF2. Like I never understood why that happened, but like I guess
Been
Valve.
playing heavy and be like, oh no, I'm going back in time.
Setting someone on fire is pyro.
Yeah, it happened
Well,
every time with Pyro, and it happened the worst when you're playing MVM and doing the shield with Medic.
Oh no!
God.
Because heavy is
Yeah.
constant damage.
Oh yeah,
It
I
doesn't-
remember playing Shield Medic and just losing my frames.
Wait,
Yeah.
well, the question is, if you played Sniper in MVM and had the explosive headshots, would it like just destroy you? Would you die? Like your game's done, it's over?
I don't think it wouldn't kill your game. It would just tank your frames. Like you would go down. I think in that you would drop to like half your frames for like a moment, but it's not like a constant like, oh no, my frames are gone forever. It's just like as that happens, you lose frames because it's trying to do like all the damage batching at once or something. I'm still not sure what they did to break it, but it's one of those that took them like literally a year to fix it. And I think at that point, like I was using Ray's HUD, and it was like, no, this is broken. I had to switch off to like something else. And I think it's still kind of messed up if I recall correctly. But Necto's just like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, no clue.
I think Banny uses default HUD though, like but just minimal. Was it the minimize? Not minimize. Minimal HUD.
I could check one of his VODs and tell you.
I'm pretty sure he does. I mean, if you want to, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's just Banny. He doesn't.
If you're looking for a HUD, use HUDs.tf.
Didn't they shut down already?
No,
It's still up.
Oh, they're still up. I could have sworn they were shutting
Yeah.
down.
we're not sponsored, right? We're not, let's see.
Oh yeah, we're not sponsored. Sorry. Let's not talk
Sponsored by HUDs.tf. I don't know. Sometimes I joke.
I'll always advertise it if people are looking for HUDs. Omni's a cool guy.
Honestly, the only sponsor we'll ever need is Wendy's.
Oh, dude, that's unfortunate. I almost worked at Wendy's. I could have gotten that, no problem.
See, man. You know, you have you working for us now, and you got to get us those sponsorships, man. You really messed up. I really wanted that we got the beef. I just wanted that, but.
Well, I mean, sometimes I jokingly put sponsored by Engineer.tf on my stream. I don't know if I'm cutting into your market there, but
We'll see. We'll have our lawyers talk to you. We'll figure it out.
okay, cool. I'm looking forward to the message from Sai tomorrow.
Engineer.tf post-game show, sponsored by Wendy.
Sponsored
Never
by
frozen, but always chill.
That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's actually pretty good.
Okay, doke. And I'm doing a little bit of forward looking
Yes.
here.
Bainey does in fact use default HUD minimized. He is playing clear cut right now.
Yeah, so I don't think using custom HUD necessarily disadvantages you or advantages you, I should say. Just
I
because
think
of
you
that.
would have to be a fool to assume that something like that would give you a distinct advantage. It's just what you
Never
prefer.
saw why you need to do it. The normal HUD is fine, although many people would disagree with that.
I think it's
Of course,
ugly. I
I am
like.
very untraditional though. Like so, maybe I shouldn't be the one talking about these things because if
You run Panic Attack on defense.
I
so-
run Panic Attack on defense, my inches per 360 is 1.3.
That's fine.
I
Wait,
have default
Time out.
settings, default graphics.
That's
settings.
not fine.
We need to take a step back there. Your
That's
inches per
not fine.
360 is 2.3 inches.
No, it's
1.4.
1.3.
Do you have a wrist or?
I don't really need to move my wrist to.
My
really
man's got
do anything.
4-foot fingers.
You
Do you
tweak
have
your
one of those
pinky?
mouse pads with the cushions?
I do not use a mouse pad. My mouse pad unfortunately broke, so it's just
Oh.
on the table right now.
Oh shit! So you're doing pure fingers?
Yeah, just fingers. It's
Oh
I
yeah,
always
I do.
play.
I do
I
that.
used to, up until about, I don't know, maybe a UGC season before RGO became a thing. I still used
25.
Mouse Excel.
Oh no!
I was very I was pretty traditional.
Mouse Excel's fine though. It's a preference.
I don't think so.
No,
After
no, it's
removing
not.
Mouse Excel,
Barry
I
uses
couldn't
Mouse
play
Excel.
the game
No,
anymore.
he does not.
Yeah.
No,
Like, I
you're
removed
removing
it.
I'm
Mouse-
pretty sure there was one invite person who did it, and I can't remember who.
Okay, that's one. Mouse Excel comes default on most Windows machines.
Yeah, it
but
does. That's
So-
why I never knew how
It's
to
something you
remove
can
it.
get used to, though. It's not ideal, but it's still like a preference thing.
Well, it's a matter of like consistency. It's like if I move my mouse 4 inches, I'm gonna turn 360 degrees. But if I move my mouse 2 inches fast, it goes the same amount, and if I move it 8 inches really slow, it's gonna be the same amount. It's just a matter of consistency.
Oh, you
Yeah.
you can get really consistent with Mouse Excel. Before TF2, before I started TF2, I played COD 4 competitive and Mouse Excel there. Like, you just get used to it. It's
As long as
nothing
as long as
different
you
than
have
not having Mouse Excel. The problem is
As long as
once
you
you
don't have
remove
shaky aim, it's fine.
once you remove Mouse Excel, you can never go back though. You will never get used to the Mouse Excel ever again. Once you remove it, that's one thing I learned.
I think that's like what's the phrase? It's the tasting clean water. Like you can't go back. That's what
clean
it
water is
sounds
better
like.
than dirty water. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I want to argue. I want it to be like the news. The news gets a lot of views, right? So I think if we argue, we'll get like a lot of people watching this. So Necto, you are stinky and dumb, and I also hate you because you use mouse Excel.
Oh
I
my
can't really
god,
take it
Lasky
as
is
a-
problematic.
Yeah. I
Problematic.
guess I shall no longer be friendly to Lasky and give him a very mean nickname on my friends list now.
What?
Can we get a call out post for Lasky?
Okay. What are you nicknaming me, dummy head?
I'm just imagining that whole meme. Friendship ended with Necto. Now blank is my friend, and they have like leaving bad Yelp reviews on Lasky's like Yelp page or something.
Yes, because I have a business.
You have a
Engineering
Yelp
business.
page that's just Lasky's teleporter.
Lasky's teleporter.
Yeah.
Don't count on us on payload, but we're level 3 on cost.
Oh, I actually want to do that now. You have no idea how much I want to do that. Just make a
Just make a teleporter on COD.
At the end of the game. Every like RGL pug or TF2 center lobby. Hey guys, please rate my my teleporter here on Yelp.
Cough product teleporter.
You know what? I'm gonna start doing that every single game. I don't care how mad my team gets. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. Hey guys,
good for next
rate my
season.
teleporter.
Go write an invite. You have a 5-star Yelp page, man.
Yeah. I don't know, if I keep performing like I did tonight, I might not play Invite next season.
Did they have recruitment posts in RGL? Because I know that was a thing in ETF world a lot. Everyone had like rec posts.
Yeah.
I can just imagine seeing a
Well,
Yelp page and a rec post. Everyone like, bump this guy.
I'm gonna go make a Yelp page. Be right back.
Perfect
You
timing.
should also tie it to like an Instagram that's just lots of different pictures of like the teleporter at spawn on like product with like the engineer doing the director like emote where he's like lining up his fingers like, oh yeah, look at this selfie.
I think we've gone too far. I think we've gone too far, or maybe not far enough.
We can go even further beyond.
Okay, so one of the things I definitely want to ask you is about now that Upward Week is over and we can look forward to much more fun things. So, Necto, I'm going to start with you. So, this week is over. You guys are now 1-0. Next week, you guys are facing imposters on Lakeside. Are you looking forward to that, or how
Can
will
I
you think
smack
that's
talk
going?
or actually?
You can do whatever you want. Your words are yours.
Yeah,
I'll
you can
be-
do whatever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna smack talk a little bit. I'm confident for that match because of the scrims. Out of all our losses on Upward during our scrim weeks, theirs was the closest loss. So we didn't lose as badly to them as other teams. So it makes me really confident.
So I'm looking at their team. I'm looking at their RGL page for them. I'm trying to figure out who's playing what. I know their engineer is Starfruit, and I know on the rankings for I think Limited or Bolded, I know he's at the bottom for engineers.
Wait, there's a ranking for engineer?
Yeah.
Why have I not heard of this, and why? I better be first. I better be bloody first. Where is this?
Okay, you're not
It's on the
first.
forum.
How dare
Scratch
they?
It better be ranked purely off teleports.
True.
So if
It's
I
the
go
only
to
relevant
it-
log.
Where is
For
this?
engine.
I need to
it's-
enlighten myself.
Here, I'll DM it to you real quick.
The only
Where is
relevant
your name?
logs for NG is teleports and how much mini sentry DPM you get on product.
There
My
it is.
god, my mini sentry works harder than anyone else's. It's obvious. I'll take it as a slight if I'm not like top 3.
Okay, so for engineers, we have Exa number 1, then Yep Yapper, then Perrine,
is Exa
then
me?
Rosario, then Shia, then Necto.
What? Who made this list? And I want their manager.
You have
This
to
is bullshit.
MG
Aaron.
Exa, that's how it works.
That's funny.
MG Exa to take their spot.
You know, I'm actually interested to see because I'm pretty sure Starfruit's going to play this next week. But I'm looking at their roster and I see the Green King there at the bottom. So who knows? Maybe Green King is maybe their sub or something for
I would
the
have to
future.
assume that's the case.
I would assume that's the case. But then if he's the sub, you have to assume that he has the possibility of playing. So The Green King himself.
I don't know. He might be the Green King, but I'm the King of Green, if you know what I'm saying.
Whoa!
Wasn't that deep? What? Gimmick, you're fucking stupid.
Oh my. Okay, and then
Like,
moving on to you, Lasky, for next week. Again, it's Lakeside week, right? But you guys are playing Squirty?
Yay.
Yeah, you guys are playing Squirt Yay?
Yes.
Squirt Yay? Or is it Squirty A?
It's the Figsy team.
Okay, the Fixie team. So what's your thoughts on that?
New map, new me.
New map, you.
I'm dog shit on Lakeside, so I'm not going to have fun, but I think my team's going to be able to pull something together.
That's good, because your combo's pretty good for what I saw. At least on tonight's map. So I mean, assuming that you guys should be able to do well as long as you guys can keep their soldier in check for next week for sure.
Yeah. No, my big worry on Lakeside is who we're going to have on soldier. We actually lost our soldier midway through the weekend because he was not able to play.
Ooh.
So we ended up having Freelander last night, and we didn't vibe as hard as we did on Saturday. So it's a matter of like getting a player that is able to work with us.
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the most important things for sure. Like no lie. I think
it's pretty hard to find a soldier who doesn't shoot stickies into a medic.
It's real hard. I've never been with a soldier that has not done that.
I can say for sure I've not done that as soldier.
I can say for sure I've not played with you.
This is true.
Get owned.
I think
Man.
'cause I actually haven't looked at any of the other matches. How did everyone else work out? Let's look at that and talk about that.
I hope we have an STV next time for like Lakeside, because I just want to fucking stare at the big ammo pack on the middle and see which engineer takes it the most, because that's the MVP.
True.
They get domination over that fucking central big ammo pack. That's the power move. Just walking right through the sniper sightline, staring right into his soul, putting the power of arts in the back of their mind, like, oh fuck, I can't shoot this guy. Pick up the ammo pack, yoink, I'm going back to build a fucking dispenser.
Yo, that's
Man, I am insulted by this spreadsheet here.
Oh, the ball.
You
one?
can
It just makes me angry. Like, my God.
Necto, you smell. Quit your whining,
Ugh,
baby
that's-
man.
There's no way. I'm gonna. I don't know. I have to somehow get 100 kills in a match and just show everyone
Yeah,
that
it's
they
not happening.
underestimated me.
No, it's not happening. You know why?
Oh, come at me.
Because you're crying over the bowl of mayo, Doc, you baby man.
Come at me.
I will.
Face me upward. 1v1. Let's do it.
What's Highlander?
Both equips on hospitality and wrench melee to death.
Actually, I did this like several months ago. I figured out the the strategy, like to gauge engineers in MGE. Rescue Rangers,
Whether or not they don't play it.
Rescue Rangers, stock wrench, and short circuit, and you just battle.
How about this right now? I challenge you to an MGE, NG, gunslinger, no mini sentry or dispenser. Just
Punching each other.
viaduct center, shotguns, melee, and pistols. I guess Wranglers if you really want to just shoot air. I challenge you. All the smack talk you've been dishing out to me, all the smack talk I just received from this spreadsheet. I gotta get my aggression out here. It's unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a grudge match.
He's the one holding the grudge here. I'm
Absolutely. How dare they? Like,
You called him
playing
stinky.
Pokemon right now. I'm literally just playing Pokemon on my other monitor right now, and Necto's getting genuinely angry.
do you know why I started playing Highlander?
Why?
Because somebody said I would never be able to win. Because
They're right.
at the time I was in Call of Duty 4, and they're like, you may be great at Call of Duty 4, but you will never be able to play TF2. So I got on TF2 and beat him. Then he said I would never be able to place anything. Then I got on to Highlander and placed. Then Sixes and placed. And blah blah blah. My life lives on hate or grudges.
Well, Necto, here's the thing: is gamer noise. You've never won a single match in your life. It's not happened.
Come at me. Yeah. I'm starting TF2. We're joining some MG here. I'm going to theoretically beat my wife now. Come on.
What the fuck?
And you're my wife now. Come on. Get in the server.
I don't approve, but we're getting in the server, boys.
Now, does anybody know MGE? Because I actually don't do any MGE.
That shows your dog.
Join sub. Add 5.
Add
Place Spire as NG.
Dude, just put a level 3 on top of the Spire. It's over.
No, what you have to do is have do Badlands middle, and then both build Wrangle sentries at the back, and on the count of 3, you both fucking rocket jump in the air and you joust in the air.
See, that's the power move there.
Yeah.
That's what the playoff should actually be. Each class, individual skills. No team effort, just individual. It's a brilliant idea.
Let's just call it
Why are
Fortress
you-
2. There you go.
Necto, I think you're putting on a character for the cast. Or for the stream. I don't think you're actually angry. I don't think you're
I
actually...
am pissed off. You don't know how angry I am reading this spreadsheet.
no.
I am legitimately angry.
Necto, you just messaged me on Steam, and the tone was not anger. I don't think...
I put a face on every post I've ever made in my life.
I am going to look back on every single post you've ever made in your
Go
life.
ahead. I am legitimately angry at this spreadsheet. Putting me 5th? How dare they? Who has the audacity of doing that?
How dare you?
I may have been gone for over a year, but how dare they?
Here, Necto, join me.
Are you guys actually doing it?
Yeah, we're on one of your
Oh,
servers.
shit, you need to spectate this.
Oh my gosh, I would like to.
Oops.
Let's get this going
Oh,
here.
that's not how this works. Just
Yeah, I figured it out.
yeah, we're on Mothership server, or one of them. It's one of the spaceship servers.
Oh, spaceship server. Oh, that's Steph servers.
Oh, I thought it was the spaceship because you're the mothership.
No, that's all Steph. I don't know why she named it that.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. I looked at. I was looking. One sec, Necto. I was looking at your profile the other day, and I saw that somebody got really mad at you because somebody was being AFK or something on an Engineer.tf MGE server, and then you just respond, "There has not been an MGE.tf or an MGE.tf Engineer.tf MGE server for a year now."
Yeah, that was really confusing. I'm like, were it even? I just didn't comprehend it. I just did not comprehend it at all. We're gonna call this one TF2 and edit it.
Do you like my hat?
The lack of hat?
Yes.
Do you like my hat? See, it's I use this hat to lure them into a false sense of security. If they see Gibbous Engineer, that's free kill.
I use this hat when I'm molding.
So when are we gonna start this here?
Right after I put a level 3 right around.
Well,
Okay,
shit,
well.
we need to get a POV for the
You
stream.
might want to change
Oh,
off
I'm getting it. I'm
secondary.
getting it. There we go. There we go.
Stop moving. Okay, I'm gonna remove.
It's hard to tell because there's a 20-second delay.
See, did you ever expect this from the post game, the NG versus NG MGE?
I'm gonna lose.
I think this should be a tradition now.
Absolutely.
At the end of it, now you must fight.
Hey, you said Wrangler.
Hey, I said pistol.
They're both terrible.
Yes, we're both. I'm so angry I can't name anymore.
Should already be fighting at Badlands middle, both staying really far back on either side against the wall and just trying to hit people max range pistol. Slowly chipping them down.
Yeah, it's 2 that you won just because of the pistol. Okay, I'm gonna switch.
That's
Alright, my pistol name is what you are. I'm still on Wrangler, darn.
See, you guys gotta do pistol only in these sessions. That's how you get real good.
Just read your fucking pistol, bitch law.
That's what you are. You're a bitch. Got him.
Why is the shotgun called guacamole?
You don't want to know.
What? What? But I don't even know how to explain that.
Kegaman has joined the game. Challenger has arrived.
Yeah, no, Necto, I think this is over. We need to watch Kegaman now.
absolutely.
Are you a part of the cult of Kegaman as well?
I guess.
My phone's back.
Ouch. Man, I'm so angry I can't even aim.
Your pistols are kind of clean, though. That was me being bad. That was me being also bad. I'm terrible right
Yeah,
now.
this is just like scuffed, like slow motion scout 1v1. Doing it to be a true like NG 1v1. Both need to build level 3 sentries, wrangle, both face in opposite directions, like pistols are.
For the game point.
What happened?
Use the pistol, man.
What's happened?
No! My rage has blinded me. It's the only explanation.
Alright. I think that we should do this one more time, but with a twist, right?
Okay, what's the twist?
Hammock
Can't really put anything down.
will DM you with your class, and Mothership will DM me with my class, and it could be any class.
Oh, you know how terrible idea this is.
Like,
Not medic or spy.
Oh, just play
See, you just ruined the entire plan.
Yeah, no, not medic or spy. But yeah, you guys don't tell each other what you're telling us. Just like say it in DMs.
wait, so who am I
Quick
giving
question:
my
is this
idea to?
the post game thing still?
This is the post
This
show.
is the post-game show, man.
Yeah.
You're still broadcasting this, right?
This is still live. People are still
Oh,
watching.
thank.
People are in
This
chat
is
going,
this
I
is
can't
prime
believe you're
content.
actually doing this.
Who is watching this? Why are you here? Go like make a sandwich and eat or something. It's better.
See, now I gotta think,
Who's
what
the
class
person I'm
should I
giving a
make
class idea to?
Okay, you give yours to Necto. Mothership gives his to me.
And it can't be medic and it can't be spy.
Yes.
I sent
Okay, wait. So you want me to switch to what class I am being told?
Yeah. Switch and like on a 3-2-1.
Okay,
Wait, is
so
it-
what about the loadouts of it?
Yeah. Did you want us to tell loadouts as well, or did you want us to just...
Well, I just well, you know.
Since this is Lasky's brilliant idea here,
Yeah. Okay. Do you have your class, Mr. Necto CL?
I have my class but no loadout yet. Unless you want me to pick whatever loadout I want.
Whatever loadout.
Okay. So much for me ruining Lasky's day.
Mhm.
Okay. You want to have it do like a 3-2-1 thing for you guys?
Wait, let me set it up because, you know, it's a class I've never played before.
Oh no.
Class you've never played before. What am I
Invite
Oh,
player
no.
has not played all 9 classes.
I think you really overestimated me here. I've never played pubs.
You're an engineer one trick and it
I
disgusts.
apologize for picking the most mechanically intensive class.
Unfortunately.
Why did you do that to him?
Okay, you want to count it down here? I'm ready.
Who's counting down?
Who's counting? Yes.
Go, Hammock. Go. You, Hammock.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Activate!
I'm so totally gonna lose.
I even died that second time, didn't he?
He's beginning to believe.
Let me just... Ah, there we go. Yes, I like Pyro. It's a very... shoot.
He's got a brain the size of a goddamn cantaloupe.
Ooh.
I should have chose the detonator so you could deny the sticky.
You should have picked Scorch Shot!
Scott Shaw is like, yeah. That's the iron play. Lasky is opting to hide in the corner.
There we go.
That's what I was hoping for. Okay, let me just,
This is definitely fun to watch.
What a person who's never played Pyro before?
Necto, pull out the secret weapon, the melee weapon.
How do
You
you
must
use
get
it?
a kill.
What
just
is
hit
your
them.
melee weapon?
And it's the most powerful weapon.
Oh my god, I don't even know how to...
What?
He jumped away!
Now's the chance! Now's the chance! Do it! Do it!
Get the slap!
Oh my god, that fires fast!
Holy shit! And you get like a speed boost as well. It's like the offensive disciplinary action.
I don't know if he knows the stickies are there, man. He just...
Yes,
You're
I'm
right.
just gonna casually walk up this rock because nothing's suspicious.
Ooh, big sad.
Oh, that hurt. Ow.
Oh!
I don't know if you guys knew this, but I'm a hit scan main. Like Mothership, you say, oh, I don't like it was difficult when you picked this fucking class.
Yes, but this should be tradition after every game.
To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of picked it because I knew it would be difficult.
Okay, one sec. I need to check my loadout, see if there's a hit scan weapon.
On the
There's a melee.
I mean, the best hit scan weapon for Demo Man is the splendid screen.
Yeah.
True. Darn, there's no hit scan weapons.
I mean, I would honestly just run Sticky Jumper and something with a huge range.
Or go Scottish Resistance and Base Jumper and then just float above the thing and just start carpet. Slowly gliding down from the ceiling, just carpet bombing. Just slowly. Bomber
First
man.
time though, I mean, Necto's doing pretty good. You know, it's at M2.
Is this how you're supposed to play the class in Highlander?
No.
Am I officially Highlander Pyro now?
Oh, you're a 6's Pyro.
If you want to know a pro strat for Pyro, when you engage onto your prey, you air blast like right down, just air blast the floor underneath them, and they'll launch up in the air, and you can just punch them and flare punch them.
Yeah, this guy's cheating.
That went through me, so that's a fun one. I just watch you burn from a distance.
Nah, it's not happening. I won't die to you.
I mean, he wasn't wrong.
You can't fire me, I quit. I saw that sticky, that was so close.
Actually, hold up. I want to test something, okay?
Oh, Mothership, you're not showing it on the screen.
Am I not? Oh shoot.
Yeah,
transition.
Come here.
I just noticed.
Come here.
I'm so sorry, guys. I did not realize.
Yes,
I'm here.
that is 3 stickies. Yes, that is.
No, it's actually 6 stickies, but come here.
Okay, what about it?
I want to test to see who gets the point if we both die at the same time. Let's go.
I think you get the
Oh.
point because you got to kill. Maybe.
Actually, that's something I do want to genuinely test. Like, if I kill you, you kill me twice, and then I kill you 13 more times, and then we like kill each other at the same time to see who wins.
You're gonna win that.
No. Because look, we'll both die at the same thing. I just need you to be okay with this, okay?
He just needs you to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
times.
What am I doing? How you don't trick me with a classy engineer play?
No, Engineer is just a hard hat boy.
I mean, Lasky does have a chance. He had like 5 health. I just want to point that out before you burned it up.
Yeah, that's gonna help me on demo. Minimum amount of damage is more than 5.
You could have sneezed at him with your I don't know, your melee.
Yeah, okay, here. I'm really doing something.
You have to believe.
Oh no, brilliance! I am the best engineer. Clearly.
Alright, so now it's best 2 out of 3. We gotta pick new classes, and it's best 2 out of 3.
Oh, this
What
stream's
the
been going on for an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, we probably
Yeah.
should start cleaning ourselves up here.
But consolation prize, good job, Lasky. You got twice the amount of kills that you got on that first round blue attack.
I think shots have just been fired.
Congratulations, Hammock. I got more kills than you've gotten in like 4 years.
I haven't played in 4 years.
Exactly, you fucking quitter.
Ooh.
I'm not a quitter. It's just everything else is more pressing. I wish I could scrim like fucking every day of the week instead of doing real life things.
Let's go. No. We're melee. Okay, so what was your next question, Mr. Mothership?
Slap.
Yeah, what was your next question?
Your question is, are you guys able to... Are you just going to slap yourselves silly over there? Oh, okay. I think the one thing I want to go through before we move to audience questions, for sure, is...
The audience
other
probably has some
matches.
questions right now.
So tonight, Man Crush Monday beat I Hate Mondays, but they won. They dropped a round to them.
That's unexpected.
Yeah. So who is on the I Hate Mondays?
Wait,
team?
is that the name of a team? Is there a team called Man Crush Monday?
Yeah.
Haven't they been around for forever?
They've been around.
Remember,
For a while now.
I've never not heard of that before. It's an interesting name.
This is like the only melee that requires tracking.
See what else happened. Man Crush Mondays. And so see, there's that. Imposters won their fight against White. And what else? Krusty Krab beat Squirty, of course.
That's shocking.
Shocking. None of us could have seen it coming. Who's on imposters?
Where'd you go?
Starfree team. Okay. So yeah, I guess at this point we can move to audience questions because audience questions are so important. If anyone there in chat has a question, just shoot it out. I'll say it to these wonderfully nerdy people. Are you guys still slapping each other silly?
No, he went spy.
That's funny.
There we go.
Let's see. I don't even see any questions. So I guess everyone's just like so happy just to see you guys melee each other. That was the only question. Please show us the MGE. Oh. Okay, I think at this point I'm gonna call it.
It went off point there at the end.
Yeah, there was never a point to these, so it's fine. The important thing is we've got to have some fun here.
Yeah,
So anyways,
I enjoyed it.
I guess with that, Lasky and Necto, thanks for joining us at the Engineer post-game show.
I'm never joining this community again.
Can't believe Lasky drowned.
Shut you.
Ooh, the
Shut.
meta memes. The meta.
If you get that reference, you're a real fan of Engineer.tf.
You'll be getting that Engineer.tf mug in the mail.
But yeah, so I
Is
guess
there Engineer.tf mugs? Is there Engineer.tf mugs?
no, but we can definitely do that. We can throw the big brain one, the NG hat one on a mug.
I would buy that.
The Exa quote one on a mug.
Yeah, I would buy the extra quote, especially if it's like a large mug, like with the extra one where it's just engineer sucks. I would buy that definitely.
Okay, time to make some money for us. Yeah, I guess.
I saw the heavy switch.
Yeah, I guess thanks for everyone for joining us here at the post game show. Join us next week. I don't know what's being casted next week. I'm not gonna lie. So you may see Lasky and Necto here again next week. which will be
our teams are playing each other again. Didn't you hear? In fact, every single match is just going to be our teams playing each other, and every single one's getting casted.
That is a possibility because let's see. Necto's playing Imposters, which should win.
That sounds good.
You're playing Squirty, which good luck.
It's strange. Every single consecutive show after this still involves Lasky and Necto. And also, the topic always seems to involve us. Just a running trend.
Each other next week, but you're both going to be on the cast. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. I don't know. It depends on who is willing to show up. Because I'm not going to lie, if it's one of you two and your opponent doesn't want to show up, I'm probably going to bring the other one in just for lulz.
No, you're going to see more MGing.
It's just going to be the MGE post-game show.
Yeah. Thanks for giving my mommy truly feared. That's the only reason I came here.
Oh, somebody else joined this MGE.
They're in queue.
Yes, but thanks for joining us, everyone, and join us next week for the post-game show. We'll actually start not too early next week, so you guys can join in before your matches are over. And yeah.
Wait, we started too early?
Yeah, we started 20 minutes early.
We need to restart so that the people that weren't there in the first 20 minutes can see.
So yeah, the VOD should be up like immediately after, so I'm not
Okay,
too worried.